there. So today I'm out here and I am lunchtime gardening. So basically what that means is I work from home and I try to get out here on my lunch break from time to time and just do a little bit here and there, and it kind of helps with all the different gardening things, and it kind of keeps me positive having to work at my computer all day. But anyway, I got some great deals, you guys. I was at the Home Depot the other day actually to pick up a couple bags of soil for my red geranium planters that I just planted, and right when you walk in there was a cart of, well, two carts actually. Am I bleeding? What in the world? I'm bleeding. I just went down there and pruned a stem off of my rose. I bet you I got poked by the thorn and didn't even know it. Anyway, it'll be fine. So there was a cart of clearance plants right when you walk in the garden center at the Home Depot, and they were full of planters, you guys, for $4 a piece. Yeah, $4 a piece. Can you believe it? And look at these planters. I mean, the plants are a little gnarly looking, but honestly, I couldn't pass up that deal even for just the planter. So look at this. It's like as big as me. It's a begonia. I think probably a big begonia of some sort. And this planter is massive. Look at that compared to me. It's huge. And yep, $4. Can you believe that? They were $30 planters, so I got 3 of this size, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't being crazy, like, because I was like, well, geez, I'll just buy it for the planter, and then I can use it next year to put geraniums in or something in around my deck or something. Because a lot of my, I don't know if you guys know, but like a couple of years ago, a lot of my planters broke because they were on my potting shed, and the potting shed got knocked over, and a lot of my planters were terracotta, and so they all shattered, and I kind of just haven't replaced them. So I thought these would be a good replacement. They're plastic, they kind of have a little bit of a texture on them, and they're a really nice white color that would look pretty with any plant really and by my deck. So I got 3 of these, so that's what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $12. And then I got 3 of these. These are Sun Patience, and this planter is a little bit smaller with a gray texture to it. These are also $4. Can you believe that? It's crazy. And what I did is I went over to where they had like their plastic planters on display that you could buy, and there was a plastic planter that was smaller than this one for $7, and I was like, geez, you can't even beat that even if you just buy it to reuse the actual planter over and over again. So what I'm gonna do today is take these out of the planter and plant them in the ground, the impatiens, and I think I'm gonna do that with the begonias too, and then just save these planters for next year and plant them up and put them around my deck. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Now I gotta figure out where we're gonna put these pretty annuals. All right, I'm gonna actually go down and grab the gator because I can pretty much only carry one of those plants at a time because they're so big. And I'm also on a time crunch because I'm out here at lunch, like I said. So we're gonna go down and grab the gator. It's pretty hot out here for Michigan, and it's not as humid as it has been though, so that's good. I'm just gonna load them all up and then like drive around the yard and try to figure out where I think they might look best. So right now, we're just gonna try to utilize these plants somewhere. Well, that one's broke. I do have to go get some gloves too. It just like downpoured last night. We had a storm. Get a little more color in there. But that's more of like, everything is super symmetrical in here, so I don't think it would work. There would be nowhere for me to put it because of the spirea, so there's 5 spirea, and I got 3 of each planter. So I could put like 1 there and 1 there, but I don't know if I'd only want 2. So let's keep looking. I could put them out here. Here, I'm going to turn this off for a sec. So I could put them out here. I'm so bummed, you guys. I kind of figured this would happen, but it's fine because I got them for free. But I put these cherry truffles out here, and this is the lowest spot in our yard. Every time we get a heavy rain, it literally floods. And I kind of figured that would happen with these plants. So let's see, 1, 2, 3 of them are kind of really struggling. Those 2 are fine, but this is the area that it floods really bad. So I could put like a little drift of color in there. That might help. I could just dot them in here. But I'm kind of working on filling this up with perennials, and so I don't really want to take up space with annuals if there's some cool perennials that I can find on sale later in the season, because I already have delphinium and Sokeja over there. So maybe I'll just plop a couple there and see what it looks like. Cool. But you know what I could do, you guys? There are 3 plants. There are 3 separate plants in here. I could just separate the plants. So maybe I'll do that. I like that in it. It's really colorful, and I still have to figure out something else that can hold that much water, maybe like some little hydrangeas or something, for now, until I put more perennials in here and kill them. I don't want to break them because they're pretty fragile. Just kind of slide it out there. Look at that. Save that. Now, shoot, I should have brought my hori. I do have some scissors in here. So there's 3 plants in here. And I'm just gonna cut this. So there's 1. You can see this. 1. Oh, whoops. There we go. For $4, you can't beat that. There, we got 3 plants. Oh, they're so pretty. All right, let's get these planted. So unfortunately, this is one of the heuchera that died, and I kind of, like I said, I kind of figured that was going to happen, but they were free plants, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it since they were free. I'm not out anything. This heuchera isn't completely dead, so I don't know. I might dig that up and move it. But we've had so much water this year already. It's crazy how much rain we've had out here. It's not typical. Okay, I'm gonna dig this one out and see if I can save it. Oh yeah, it's just drenched. Oh my gosh. I should put hydrangeas out here. They love the water. Oh my gosh. See that one or this one? That one. Would have really cool looking grassy allium in here, but the bunnies completely ate it off. So next year I'm gonna have to get it with the bunny repellent. All right, so let's go. Where was the other spot I had? I could do 3 of them right in there. All right, it looks really pretty so far, actually. Just those 3, and then once you get down here, there's a nice little section of color with those 3. It's perfect. And then honestly, once I get down here, I don't really need them. I could put them in front of this lady's mantle. That might be pretty. In this spot right here, I could do like 1, 2, 3. And I can trim back the lady's mantle. So let's do that. Or you know what I could do is just plant the whole planter in there. Let's try that. If I just did that. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Then it's like kind of 3 chunks of it, but as you get down here, there's not as much room, so it kind of brings it all together in one chunk and ends this Lollipop Lane section and kind of restarts a new section. At least that's how I think of it in my brain. That will fit. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. These aren't typically colors I would normally go for either, so that's what I love about clearance stuff is sometimes it kind of allows me to try stuff out that I haven't tried before, and I'm not wasting a ton of money on it if I end up not liking it. It's like, oh, I only paid $4 for that. If I end up not, oh, I think I just got stung by a bee. If I end up, oh yeah, there's a bee in my glove. Wild. Oh, just like a little sweat bee. But anyway, if I end up not liking it, it's like I'm not really out that much money. If I don't like the color or the growth habit or whatever, I just won't get that the next season, and at least I got to try it for cheap. But all right, I'm gonna prune back these ladies' mantle. These things have been blooming since the spring. It's crazy. I'm finally getting a chance to get out here and trim them back. I love these out here. You've probably heard me say it a million times, but I actually had these planted down in the gully for like 3 or 4 years and they never did much, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna move them out to the lane for some full-on sun and lots of moisture, and they love it out here. I have 2 or 3 more down there that I want to move. Just haven't had a chance to do it yet. This is a flowering perennial that I don't mind having in my garden because it flowers for a really long time, and when it's not flowering, the foliage still looks really cool. It's kind of got like a bluish tint. Like if you put this up next to a different green color, this would have like a more bluish tint to it. And so I like it for that reason. And then I also like it because the foliage doesn't turn gross or brown. A lot of perennials, once it blooms and you cut it back, the foliage kind of dies back too. And I just can't be bothered with that. Alright, I actually really love that color in here, and I think the dark leaf will stand out really well against the whiter rocks. But now these plants are kind of gnarlier looking. I might end up trimming them back, actually. So I'm trying to decide if I just want to put 2 planters right in here, like bury the plants, like put one there and one there, or if that was going to be too much, or if I could separate the plants like I did the other one and just put 1 plant on either side. I don't know, it might be a bad idea because I could just, because I don't know, because they already look a little leggy. And then, oh, there's, how many are in there? 1, 2, 3, oh, there's 5 plants in there. So I think I am going to separate it because then I can plant like a couple of plants together. Okay, let's see. It's like rolling. I'm like probably breaking them all. All right, where's my scissor? Yeah, see how nice these planters are? This has 5 plants in it. This could be a really bad idea. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're already gonna lose soil. Gosh, should I just plant it? The whole thing? It might be too big though. Oh, these break apart easy. Okay. Yeah, so there I've got 2. Alright, I'm gonna plant 3 plants in there. So we'll plant this one in there. It won't be as big. And then set this aside. Guys, I always wanted to be something really smart, like a doctor or a lawyer. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun? To be like a lawyer. But I've never been smart enough. Like, listen, I can't even add how much plants are up, okay? But this right here makes me feel like I'm doing some like surgery or something, some important surgery. It makes me feel like I got a smart job. All right, so there's 3 plants. Actually, that's only 2, but that's all right. Okay, let's go plant these. There, so these are a little bit smaller and I don't think they'll be as big in those little spots. A weird spot because it gets weird amounts of sun and shade, so these begonias will do good. So now I have a whole planter and then 2 chunks. So maybe I could separate that into 2 and then put 1 on either side of these walkways here. So 1 there, 1 there, and there. Let's do that. And who knows what would have happened to them if I didn't buy them. They probably would have got thrown away, knowing how it all works. Usually that stuff just gets tossed. Adds so much down here. And this area is a work in progress. Still working on it. Haven't really done much to it yet this season. But I gotta get the weeds all taken care of again. We're gonna get another load of the free wood chips and get those down because those worked really good last year. looks so good. It's actually the next day. I ran out of time on my lunch break and I had to get inside and get back to work. But we had another huge rainstorm last night, so everything is super wet still. But man, the plants are just loving all this rain for the most part, except for those in that area where it floods. But I'm gonna take you around and show you what we did. This section is looking super colorful, especially with the new addition of the sun pations. And they'll fill right in out here. And then coming down here, we've got another little drift of color with the sun pations. That cost me $4. That cost me $4. We got the lady's mantle trimmed back. And then that cost me $4. Oh wow, while we're over here, let's take a look at this Quickfire Fab. It's starting to turn a little bit pink. These will turn the most beautiful pink color. Anyway, really happy with how all that turned out. You can see there's kind of a nice dotted color all throughout there now. That'll give me time to kind of think about what I want to plant as a perennial or shrub in that spot that gets way too much water. Alright, we'll come down here. Look at what the chipmunks are doing. They dig holes in here. There's a hole there, there's a hole there. Yeah, it's just a mess. Alright, now what did we do? I can't even remember. Oh yes, we added some nice color in here with the begonias. Oh, it's getting kind of windy. And then we added some nice color down in here with the begonias. And I ended up, I don't know if I had this on movie because I had to go, but I ended up splitting that one up and putting just one plant there, one there, and one there. And then I ended up splitting these ones up too and did one there, there, and there, just for a little bit of extra color. Well, that's pretty much it for today. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and spending time out in the garden. And I know it's July and it's kind of like you're still planting things in July. Yeah, I love planting things, especially if I get them on sale. I've got, I don't know, like a good 2.5 to 3 months left of things still trying to look good. I've had plants look good, you know, all the way through October sometimes. So our weather here is just pretty mild and the plants can withstand a nice little season. So anyway, I try to soak it up for all that it's worth, especially if I'm getting plants for super cheap like I have been. Or it's an investment for like the planter that I just picked up. Anyway, thank you guys and I hope to see you next time. Bye.